Hey there, it would be good afternoon, not good morning. Hi, family. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I'm going to try my best not to rush today. Mama's social worker just called right when I was getting ready to broadcast and said she was on her way. And so that's going to limit my time this morning. Hey there, let me introduce myself. Thank you for coming in, family. I appreciate you. My name is Darissa. I am your perception coach. I'm here to help you see your life through God's eyes. And so we're getting ready to do this thing we call the word of the day, which is a little different exercise than most. You know, people usually have a word, they give you the definition, and then they turn around and they, kind of use it in a sentence, that kind of thing. But what we do is we choose a word blindly from this glass, because this is all about a perception exercise. We're trying to help you see your life differently, because things happen. Things happen. Hey, sister, I see my sister Stevie in the house. Thank you for joining me. So as opposed to just giving you the definition and saying, okay, let's work with that, these are really simple words. Thank you so much for retweeting, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. When you come in, the price of admission here is to just tap those little dots if you're not following me, and to just swipe on over to your followers and let them know that we're broadcasting right now. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. You know I do, girl. You know I do. We twins in my head. In my mind, you're my twin. So, the Lord gave me this exercise because there's been some things that have happened in my life that have caused me to really pause, really take that pregnant pause. Okay. It's like, okay, is this what we're doing today? I love you too. I love you too. And so what I want to do differently, I want to get you to see things from a different perspective. We want to really get in touch with what God says about us, because that is the truth. Forget what your naked eyes see. Forget what your naked eyes see. Yes, honey. Yes, I am. That I am. To God be the glory. People say, well, what does that mean? Being his brat? Being his brat basically boils down to, I'm not so caught up in myself, but I remember not only who I am, but whose I am. All right. Well, to God be the glory. I like your God laughs. And yes, he does. He has to. Because with us cheering, sometimes I'm sure it takes him aback every now and then. Some of the things we can do and do to each other. Nope. Ain't afraid. I ain't scared. I'm not scared at all. Not one little iota. He don't scare me. So what we're doing is we're doing the word of the day. And oh yeah, I do too. He laughs and I fall out. To God be the glory. I love you. Please follow me, because I want to make sure I see your face in the house. I see we got a little egg bubble. What is your day? So I'll know what to call you. Unless you just want to go by your handle, that's fine too. That's fine too. But I'm Darissa. And so anyway, I was explaining the word of the day, just in case you have never sat in the word of the day before. So we choose this word, and after we choose the word, we kind of expound on it in the sense that we want to use the word, see it in a different light. Because sometimes we pull a word and it has like negative emotions attached to it. And so it's like, well, what am I supposed to get? How am I supposed to change my perception about that? Like one time we chose the word war. One time doubt. One time detour. So I'm thinking of words that don't necessarily make you feel warm and fuzzy. You know what I'm saying? But it's the way you look at that thing, because the way you see your life is going to dictate how you interact with others, how you feel about yourself, how you maneuver through this beautiful journey called life. The way you see it. If you see it as, as a negative thing, as you see it as, oh my God, I'm up another day, I got to face the job, if you go through it with those type of emotions, then life is going to be some kind of way for you. But if you see that thing through God's eyes, the beautifully orchestrated potpourri of experiences, okay, that he has allowed to happen, because the word says, Romans 8:28 says, all things are going to work together for your good if you love the Lord. So even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's something that you feel unjust, even if it's something that is just downright wrong in your eyes, it's still going to work out. So have the faith that he knows what he's doing, even if it doesn't look right to you, even if your eyes tell you, this is some kind of way. This ain't right. This ain't right. Hang in there and look at it through his eyes, because he's allowed it. He's allowed that thing for whatever reason. You're not going to understand all the time, because you're not God, baby. You're not God. So trust him. It's going to be an exercise on your trust and in your faith walk, that he knows what he's doing. He's going to bring me out of this. He's going to teach me something. He might even be protecting me from something that I don't even know is coming my way. So he's moved me over here to the side, not where I chose to be, but he moved me out of his grace and his mercy. Amen. To keep me from getting, clobbered, by whatever this thing that's coming my way. So you'll never know the full plan, because he doesn't have to check in with you. That's another thing we need to learn. He ain't got to okay this by you. He really doesn't. So once you get that in your head, once you get that in your spirit, that you along for the ride and to be used, and because you're chosen to help him manifest a certain thing or bring a certain thing to be, you're his vessel. That's a blessing. He's chosen you to do something. So find out what that is. Buckle in and enjoy the ride, baby. Enjoy the ride. Okay, so let's get to the word today. Okay, I'm going to choose a word, and we're going to see what we're going to see. Okay, and then hopefully the doorbell doesn't ring before the next 10 minutes. I said we can do this in 10 minutes. I was explaining, Stevie, that the social worker called and said she's coming to see Mama, and it's like, okay, that's wonderful. I love her. She's a believer, and we always have a beautiful time together. But I'm like, okay, let me do this because then Kylie will be home. So that's why we're getting it in. That's why we're getting it in. Okay, so I'm going to reach over here, and I am going to pull this thing up. We're going to shake it up real quick. And it looks like it's hot. I got my window open. You guys can't see that. But there's a breeze outside, but it's warm here in California. I don't know if it's going to get up to 100 again. Yeah, in the fall, 100 degrees. That's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. So our word is... it's an interesting word. Interesting. Alone. Alone is the word. Now, I know the first thing that pops in my head, alone is one of those words. That's not the most, wow. Alone is not the most happy word. Who wants to be alone? Who wants to be alone? When we find ourselves alone, I do believe that there's a difference. One is never alone with God in their life. Amen. Amen, brother. It's not if you are. There you are. I love that handle. I think I told you yesterday. I love that handle. Yeah, we're never alone. We are never alone. I used to sing a song, Never Alone. You don't have to worry because you're never alone. He walks beside me all the way. He guides my footsteps every day. Never alone. Yeah, I remember that song as a kid. So anyway, I digress like I do. But, there's one thing to be alone and there's another thing to be lonely. They're two different words. They're two different words. And like my brother said, yeah, exactly. See, that's why you my twin. That's why you my twin. I keep telling you, girl. That is so cute. I love it. Exactly. That's exactly my boy. And like brother said, we are not alone as long as, and so, as long as God is in the midst, and he's always present. He never leaves us alone. He'll never leave us. He'll never forsake us. That's the truth. That is the truth of the matter, not what's true, because true is that thing that you rely on with your naked eyes, with your carnal mind, with these peepers right here, because the enemy will have some suggestion going on in your head and have you thinking all kind of crazy stuff. That he's abandoned you, that you're not good enough, that you're not lovable, that, oh, see what you did, God don't love you anymore. He's backed up from you. That's why you're in this trouble. And he'll have all kind of crazy things, amen, going on in your head. And if you stop and listen too long, you'll start believing that joker. You'll start believing him. So you have to dismiss him. You have to dismiss him. And so, and know that the truth, not the true. Now, what's true, True, is that thing your eyes see. That truth, Truth, that's the word. That's what God says about you. You have to recognize what that is, learn what that is, internalize that thing, live it, believe it, be it. Okay, that's the thing we want to be focused on. We want to be focused on the truth. And the truth is we are not alone, because he will never leave us. He will never forsake us. That's word. That's word. That is the truth. When you find yourself in that place Okay, I'm gonna do another scope because I know I don't have the time. But let me think about it. And maybe, I don't know. Maybe faith is the sum of the things not seen, but the evidence of things. Yes, exactly. That's faith. You don't have to see it. And some people say, well, I can't see. How do you know that there's God? Sometimes you have to get alone so you can hear the truth. Amen and amen. You got to take them voices and kick them to the curb. Sometimes you got to separate yourself and be alone. Okay, peep this. Wait, a girlfriend of mine, she says all the time, I want you to pick up what I'm putting down. I'm finna put something down. I want y'all to pick this up. When Jesus got ready to pray, what did he do? Come on. See, he has, and then there were times when he just chose a few to go with him because he knew the other ones couldn't hang, and they didn't. Sometimes you got to just get along with that thing. That's right. Sometimes you got to, because I want to hear your voice. Lord, I don't want no distractions. I love my people, but sometimes the kids got to go sit down somewhere. Hubby got to go on and fix his own plate and do whatever because I feel you're trying to get something to me. Let me go on up in this bedroom, close the door, and just get quiet. Let me be alone for a minute so that I can hear you clearly. Let me even shut my own voice out so I can hear you clearly. I need to be alone with the Spirit. I need to be alone with myself so I can get alone with you and hear what you have to say. What will you have me to do? What are you trying to tell me about myself? Because maybe I need to fix something. You know, it ain't always about everybody else. And I always say it ain't about you, boo. But sometimes it is about you in the sense that you need to check yourself because, see, you ain't always right. I'm just saying. And sometimes it takes a good alone time for the Lord to reveal to you what's really going on because we can't always figure it out on our own. We need him to help us and to guide us. And because we're never alone, because he never leaves us, he's always open and available for that thing. He is rabbi. He is teacher, master. And this is 24/7. He never sleeps. You know, so I love this word. He never sleeps. Because he's always hanging with us, whether we acknowledge his presence or not, whether we acknowledge him or not, whether we invite him in or not. He's never far away. Never, ever. He's God. And for some people, I know that's probably a difficult concept. Why? I say that because a lot of times I think as humans, us mere humans, we tend to associate our horizontals, you know, and I say horizontals, you know, are people that we dwell with, our horizontal relationships. So we kind of tend to take that relationship and we see it as a reflection of what our relationship with God is. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me give you a good example of what I'm trying to say. People who have never had a earthly father, a horizontal father who was kind, or who was understanding, loving, and you know, there and rooting you on, and you know, and just being what a daddy, you know, what some of us know a daddy to be. So when you start talking about God to them, their understanding of God can really go no further than their understanding of an earthly father, because this is their experience. This is all they know. So they can't really comprehend that loving father. What do you mean loving? Okay, what is your definition of loving? Because my definition of a loving father is this joke over here. They ain't never done nothing for me. You know, that kind of thing. So it's hard to kind of grasp that thing. Now the Spirit can reveal it to you. Not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that what we tend to do, especially when we are baby Christians, when we're just getting to know him and we're just being introduced to him and setting out to start a relationship with him, then that tends to be kind of how we operate. We operate in what we know. You just know what you know. You can't fault anybody for not knowing any different than what they know. I mean, it is what it is, right? And so even in a situation like that, you know, you pray upon it, and a lot of that revelation will come to you when you get alone with him, when you see and start from the base and start letting him teach you who he is, when you start getting in that word and learning that truth of who he is. That alone time is precious, baby. That alone time with the master is precious. It's precious. It's precious. So my challenge for you all today, my darlings, thank you guys for coming and hanging with me and just loving me for who I am. Because y'all know I talk fast. I've been trying for the last few days to slow down. I've been trying. But just accepting me for who I am. Sales with truth. I like that too. I just love all my sisters and brothers. When you guys come in, like I said, I look forward to this fellowship. I really do, every day. And I'm going to say, I'm coming back probably after Kylia gets off the bus and I get her situated. So I'm thinking around 3-ish Pacific time. Yes, alone time is recalibration time. Oh, I like that word, recalibration. Let me recalibrate. Go on, sister. That's my sister with an education. I love you, Steve. You know, but thank you, sister, and God bless you. I love when you come in because I get used to seeing the same handles. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. I just love that. And you know that we're learning together, and I love the feedback. And you know, I'm gonna come back later because that alone has kind of prompted me. Hey, sis, how you doing? I hope life is treating you kind today. I hope life is treating you kind, darling. You know, alone kind of reminded me of something. I had someone send me a message. I'm just gonna say this real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and flip on out of here. Flip. They sent me a message about no good morning, no nothing. Just went at it, all in, about the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. I haven't responded. This is about the 4th time they've done that in about 3 weeks. Somebody who follows me and they found me on Facebook. And I'm sorry, I didn't even get to read that, sis. Or bro, I don't know even who that was. I'm sorry, I was running my mouth. I'm sorry, I apologize. You can put it in again. I'll get it this time. And sometimes when a person makes it very obvious how they stand on something, I just don't engage. Yeah, you know, I just don't engage because I'm not trying to persuade you. You know, think what you think, feel how you feel, whatever. And I'm not here about politics. But if you call me out on certain things, I ain't got a problem speaking my mind. I tell people I don't talk fast. They listen slow. You better say that. I like that. I might have to borrow that one, sis. I might have to borrow that one. When people say to slow down. Right. Okay. See, we all in the same boat. That's probably why y'all come back, because y'all understand me. Y'all don't see it as a challenge. Y'all say, oh, that's just my sister. She just doing what she do because I do it too. See, God knows how to put certain people around you. I thank the Lord for y'all. See, I'm okay. I'm okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna come out. I might step on some toes about this whole, you know, Cap thing and Trump thing, NFL thing. But I got a little thing. I got a couple of things I want to say because I know because I'm walking around the house. I kind of have conversations with myself. I'm like, let me just go on and say this. Let me say. And so this alone thing, I think I'm gonna come back because this is the word of the day. And what popped in my head is, you know, Cap originally stood alone. Now we got people jumping on the bandwagon, which is cool. That's their right. You gotta, you know, I understand. But it always just takes one. It just takes one person to make a statement. Since I can't stand the whole unboxing. My mama said, you didn't sleep with them last night. She used to always say, can you say good morning? I was taught to say good morning. Hello. Ask people how they doing. You know, and you know what? Not only that, bruh, the word says we are peculiar people. And just based on that alone, that means we stand out. We stand out and sometimes got to stand alone. Jesus stood alone. I mean, he had some people following him, but at a certain point, they even bailed on him. Come on. Can we talk about it? So I ain't got a problem standing alone. If I'm the only one standing in the room saying yada, yada, and yada, we rock the ick factor. That's it. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And we start some stuff, and half the time we don't even know we starting it till we look behind us. We got 50 people following us. It's like, oh, it's like that. I could have been doing that a long time ago. I'm really okay. I'm really okay. You know, in our oddness, in our peculiarness. There you go, uniquely. And we all are. But some of us get to a level where we actually will accept the fact that there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, pioneers. It's a beautiful thing. There was a time when I would hide just hide because people tried to make me feel. I'll put it that way. I was different. I was ugly. As a kid, I got teased horrifically every day. I was dark skinned. You know, dark skin wasn't in the 70s. You know, and then I was tall, I was lanky, I talked too much, I always got good grades, so I was a smart aleck. Everybody thought, oh, you think you're better than everybody. You know, I come from a two-parent household, so in my neighborhood, that just was kind of rare. I'm just saying, I'm just speaking truth. You know, I grew up in the hood. Don't get it twisted. This the nice little polished Darissa you see. I know how to turn it on and off. Don't get it twisted. But see, you know, I can be a brat when I want to be. Come from a military family, and it's like I said, I know how to go there. I don't go there too often. I put that carnal girl in a box, that hood rat, I put her aside. But come at me wrong talking about my God, talking about my family. There's a short list, but I can go there. Please don't get it twisted. I'm just saying. Yeah, this is true. And I learned that I'm 53 and I'm just now kind of recognizing it for what it is. And you have to just kind of laugh it off. You know what I'm saying? Because people gonna be people. You can't fight the system. You know what I'm saying? It's human nature for folks to just kind of get sometimey with you when the Lord starts elevating you, when the Lord starts taking you to a place and he been showing you your purpose, but you just now recognizing that's what he's been trying to do. So you're obedient, and it's kind of setting you up for some things. And it's funny. It seems like people can recognize that before you do. And they start acting some kind of way. Oh, Stevie, I know you know. I can just imagine, because baby, the Lord got favor all on you, boo. And I can just imagine what you encounter every day. Fair weather friends, you better say that, bruh. As I'm coming up to 40 and it's boring and so tired trying to please, honey. And let me help you. 40 is the turning point. I remember I was in my mid-30s. That's when Oprah still had her everyday show. I remember this like it was yesterday, and I have shared this with so many of my sister women abroad at church and just in different circles. I'm gonna say this to you, sis. Something about that 40. Oprah said on the show that Sister Camille Cosby, Bill Cosby's wife, told her, and Oprah was in her 30s at the time. So you figure I was in my 20s when this was said, because Oprah's older than I am. But Oprah said that she'll never forget. She told her, when you get 40, life shifts. She said, I can't really put a name on it, but it's something that happens to a woman when she's 40. You enter this realm of, I just don't care what you think. Not that I'm trying to harm anybody, not that I'm trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but something shifts at 40. And if I be John Brown, when I turned 40, I'm like, this is what Miss Camille was talking about. Sister Oprah was on this, right? And then at 50, let me tell you, I'm 3.5 years in to this 50 thing. So I'm 53. I'll be 54. Lord say the same. March 20th, first day of spring. That's me. And I look forward to it. These 50s has been something for me, because it's accumulation of everything that God has brought me through. Things that I used to be ashamed to talk about, being raped, being molested, the horrific day of that Super Bowl Sunday when my dad was just basically blown away for no reason during church service by the pastor. So those of you who know my story, in the last 5 or 6 years, I've lost a house because I'm trying to keep my mother here with me. I refuse to put her in a convalescent home. I refuse to do it. So whatever I got to lose to do it, but God is blessing me. He just keeps on blessing me. I ain't never been hungry. I ain't never been put out on the street. My kids are doing fine. There's favor all over me and my household. I ain't got to be rich. But I'm rich in life. I'm rich in friendships. Look at this. He just keeps adding. He keeps enlarging my territory of extended family. You know what I'm saying? Honey, you better say that. So, when you recognize what's really going on, what life is really about, the important things. I have lost 3 friends in the last week, but blessed be the name of the Lord. They all accepted Christ before they left here. And there's a different thing with knowing that your friend is saved. So yeah, I'm going to miss you, boo. But I see you when I get there. You understand what I'm saying? Life is just different. Life is just different. And I just want everybody to feel what I feel. Is it easy? Heck to the no. Every time I go downstairs and walk in my mama's room, I don't know what I'm going to feel. I don't know what I'm going to find. Yeah, she's been living in hospice here at the house for 3 years, dealing with Alzheimer's for 10. And so I know what's coming. I don't know when, but I know one thing. He is with me. Ooh, come on, somebody. I'm never alone. I'm never alone. That's right. That's exactly it. That's exactly. In our family, we always wear white. We don't, even though black is my favorite color, but when it comes to homegoings, when a believer done left here, honey, we show up in white, baby. We show up in white. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. So, I know I've gone on a tangent, but I love y'all. I just want to say that. I challenge you today to get alone. Life is a sport. Choose your end, and honey, and play to win. Oh, I like that. Play to win. That's a t-shirt. I like that. Play to win. Life is a sport, play to win. You might want to do something with that, bro. I like that. Life is a sport, play to win. I might have to revisit that one. Soul restoration. Yes, I mean, just there's so much that I want to share and say, and God has given me a platform. Me, the little girl that got notes from school saying she talked too much. How you like me now? I'm just saying. So until the Lord tell me to shut up, honey, I'm gonna keep on talking, because I always got something to talk about. You too, see? And I still have those. My mama kept our report cards and stuff, you know, and they kind of tearing at the crease, because y'all know how old I am. But I'm just saying, I go back to first grade, second grade, look at those report cards and all these beautiful. I'm like, well, why were you tripping off of that? You see my grades. Evidently, it wasn't hindering me from being what they called it that MGM student, which was a mentally gifted minor. I was always in that program. I was always 3-4 grades above everybody else in my class. And being a teacher now myself, I was bored. I had nothing else to do. I'm trying to teach all the other kids how to do stuff. Come on. I'm just saying. You couldn't recognize that, Mr. and Mrs. Educator? I'm just saying. Looking back on it, so the problem wasn't me. The problem was you and your inability to keep up with me. You didn't know how to teach a kid like me. I'm just saying. I digress. Let me move on. I'm just saying, y'all. I mean, the reality, I'm 50-something. I can look back on that and it's like, wait a minute. Ain't never been sent to the office for nothing. I just wasn't that kid, you know. So anyway, I have totally gone off in left field, but y'all love me, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go. Get alone today with the Lord. Talk to him. And if you don't do nothing else, you know, just get silent and say, Lord, just pour into me. And even if I don't understand what you're saying right now, reveal it to me in due time, in your time. Okay, to God be the glory. You know, just get along with him and thank him. Don't ask him for nothing. Get along with him just one time today. Hey, Raquel, how you doing, sis? Don't ask him for nothing. Just go in and thank him. And then when you get through thanking him, ask him to reveal to you, okay, what we doing today? What you want me to do? That's all I want for you today. I just want some instruction. I want some direction. That's what I want. Do that today. It will change your life. I'm blessed too, sis. I'm blessed. God bless you. God bless you on this day. So please catch the replay. There's my daughter. Hey, baby. Thank you for coming in. I'm getting ready to go because the social worker's coming for grandma. So I got the door closed. So I hope she ain't rang the doorbell. Now that wouldn't be good. But please catch the replay. One more time, you guys. Can you please share this out? And I love you too, baby. Can you please share this out? And if you're not already following me, please follow me. Please know that I'm also available on Facebook. I check my Facebook all the time. So you can catch me at Darissa McAllister-Carnell, or you can go to the page, The Embrace Formula, or you can put in I Am God's Brat, and that'll take you to God's Chosen Vessel. So there's 3 ways on Facebook that you can holler at your girl. Okay. I'm going to get ready to start a new page as soon as I can get this handle, the Perception Coach. So I'll be starting that too. That'll probably be in another week or 2. And I'm going to make a promo video and let that spin out so I can, you know, get people to transfer over to that. I'll still be using this one because I'm always going to be God's Brat, but that's going to be a channel more focused on caregiving and tips and things like that. So just so you know what I've been cooking on, you know, and I was getting this, and I'll be doing it from this set, but from another angle. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I love y'all. I encourage you to embrace your life, embrace your purpose, cherish your time with family, with friends, and please, you're rocking your egg friends, saving, change your life, starting with your own. To God be the glory. I love that. I love that, sis. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. Not me, but he, right? Not hashtag, not me, but he. And so I just, I thank you guys for coming in. Again, get along today. I don't care how busy you think your day is. You can find time for him because he always finds time for you. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it. That's it, baby. That's it. That's my hashtag right there. As soon as you recognize that, you'll be all right. Because it ain't who you are. It's whose you are. That's important in this game. In this game. It really is. So, yeah, just ask him what he wants you to do. Spend some time with him. So he woke us up this morning, giving us another chance to get it right. Don't y'all blow it. Knock that thing right out the park. How about that? How about that? I love y'all. I'm out of here. I'm going to come back and do a Colin, let's see what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it a Colin Trump, and my favorite title, one of the books I'm writing on, The Audacity of Entitlement. So that's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it The Audacity of Entitlement. You want to know what that is? Catch me later on today. I'm going to come back and do a whole completely different scope on this alone thing, because the Lord just dropped that in my spirit. So I might come sooner than later, because it's why it's fresh in my head. Because I got some things I need to say about this NFL thing. I'm just saying. I know that that's kind of out of pocket for me, but considering the whole reason why we did this, why Colin did what he did, that affects me and then 2 boys I birthed. I'm just saying. Just saying. So we can not lose sight of what this thing is really all about. But okay, and I have to pray on it. I got to pray that the Lord gives me something to say as opposed to Drissa showing up. Yeah. Love y'all. Ain't a thing you can do about it. Mwah!